students, first of all, I'm going to mute all of you. So, okay. So, okay, I've muted all of you. Good morning and assalamu alaikum once again. So, all of you, please, you need to have your student book with you today because we're going to do some work on the student book. So, all of you, please come to page number 156 of your student book now. I'm going to share the screen as well. Who is this Amna Rizwan? I think it's Taha Rizwan. Taha Rizwan, rename yourself, please. Okay, students, today we're going to start unit number 16 now. So, unit number 16 today. So, all of you, please come to this page. As you all know, this is the continuity of unit number 15. So, not much explanation is required because it's the continuity of unit number 15. Unit 15 and unit number 16, they both are on the same topic, like related to the plants, right? So all of you, please come to page number 156 and write down classwork day and date at the top of the page, please. That is, today is 1st of Jan 2022. Classwork and day is Tuesday. Who is raising hand? Yes, Adam, what happened?
Ma'am, today is 1st of February.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, love. Thank you so much. I'm sorry. Yes, today is 1st of Feb 2022. Classwork and day is Tuesday. Okay. Um, okay, students, as you see that, listen and read the words, listen again and say the words. So all these words, first of all, I'll say the words and then I'll explain you each word one by one, right? The first word is gardener, then sweet potato, beans, wines, garden, haze, teenagers, community, crowd, and shopping cart. Okay, so these are some of the words related to unit number 16. Let's have a look at one by one these words and what does these words mean. So first of all is the gardener. So gardener is a person who works in a garden, as you all know. So gardener is a person who works in a garden, who plants new trees, who make the garden beautiful. Next is sweet potato. What is sweet potato? Did you ever eat sweet potato? Shariar Kashif, you ate sweet potato? So if we look at the exact meaning of sweet potato, it says a vegetable that looks like a red potato and that is orange inside and tastes sweet. So mostly people use this sweet potato as a vegetable. They make these sweet potato in their homes. Well, if I talk about myself, I didn't make this sweet potato ever, but yes, I did eat these ones, and they're so sweet and that's so good. Okay, next is beans. Beans are basically the seeds from a plant. Yes, Shariar Kashif, do you have any question?
Ma'am, can I tell the beans meaning?
Yeah, you can tell me the beans meaning.
Seeds from a plant that you can cook and eat.
Yes, there are a lot of beans, peas that we use it for cooking, and we eat these ones as well. Yes, beans are basically the seeds from a plant, and we make these ones and we cook these ones for eating purpose. Okay, next is wines. Yes, if I ask Adam, Adam, would you like to tell?
What?
Pani students, when I unmute you, so mute yourself. Okay, once you are done with your thing, whatever you are saying, then mute yourself, because because you like your face is like, I'm unable to see your face in that long video panel, so you have to mute yourself. Okay.
Ma'am, about wines?
Yes. What is wine?
The plants that climb surface as they grow.
Yes, they climb the surface as they grow. As you can see in the picture as well. You see in the picture, it climbs the surface as it grows. It climbs by the, yes. Yes, Kazim?
Ma'am, may I tell the meaning of garden
Wait,
next?
wait, wait, wait. So, vines is a plant that climbs the surface when it grows. And you might have seen these kind of vines in like they're like where I'm living. I've seen like a lot of people who grow vines in their homes. So yes, it looks so beautiful. It makes your whole wall, whole surface green, and it looks so beautiful when it grows. Yes, next is garden. Garden is very simple. Garden is full of plants, full of trees. Whatever you grow, you get it in the garden. And yes, Musa, what happened? Do you want to say something?
Ma'am, can I tell the meaning of haze?
Yes, I will ask you. Just wait. Okay, students. So garden is a place where we grow a lot of things. Whatever we want to grow, we can grow in the garden. And some of you might have big gardens, some of you might have small gardens, so it doesn't, if you want to grow something, it doesn't require much space. If you are like eager to grow something, yeah, then you can grow in a very little space as well. So next is haze. As you can see from the picture, haze is usually in the air. Okay. Yes. Okay, Musa, yes, you can tell me the meaning of haze.
Ma'am, haze is kind of like fog, like a distant fog that gives things like a distant view, like makes it look mm, like shadowish if
Okay.
in the daylight.
Yes, it's haze is basically an air that is it's haze is usually in the air, and in when there is haze around, then it's difficult to see. it's very difficult to see, and because of heat, dust and smoke. It is basically a combination of heat, dust and smoke, and it is actually not good for our health as well. When we inhale, of course, when we are in the environment where it's kind of haze, then of course it's difficult to breathe sometimes as well, because of that smog, sorry, the smoke, the fog, and due to heat, dust and smoke. Fog is something else, but it's like a fog. Like fog maybe yahi hota hai, it happens in the fog, like you are unable to see from the distance. So, and we actually uh, we just experienced fog like few days ago, when there was so much fog in the morning, and it was unable to see from a distance. And even when I was driving the car, so I was really unable to see from even 5 meters distance. It was, nothing was clear and everything was like blur. So that's the case of haze as well. When there is haze in the air, and haze actually happens when there is a lot of dust, heat and smoke in the air. That's when haze happens. Okay. Okay, next is teenagers. Teenagers are those people who are around 13 to 19 years of age. Okay. And we can't say they are children, and we can't say they are adults, that they are called teenagers. Okay. So when you will be in the age of, between the age of 13 to 19, you will be called as teenagers as well. You will no more children, you will be not an adult as well, but yes, you will be called as teenagers. Okay. Community. Okay, yes, where is Kazim gone? Kazim can tell me the community meaning. Kazim, where are you? Okay, fine. I'll ask Afham. Afham, can you tell me the meaning of community?
Ma'am, community वो होता है where there are a lot of people.
Yes, where people live. That's called the community. Like, for example, if I talk about myself, where am I living? I'm living in DHA community. Some of you live in Bahriaton community. Some of you live in like other places community. So community is that place where you actually live, where a lot of people live. That's called the community. Crowd, a lot of people together. When there are a lot of people together at one place, that makes a crowd. Okay. Like as you can see in the picture, when kind of the uh, when there are award functions, there are a lot of people, lot of crowd. When there are concerts, then you can see a lot of people together at one place. That's called the crowd. Shopping cart. Shopping cart is a kind of thing on wheels, and you all have seen this shopping cart, and you push around the market whenever you want to buy something, and whatever you buy, you put that stuff in that shopping cart. That's called the shopping cart. Okay. It's kind of a trolley. Okay, students. So these all words are done now. So I'm sure you all are clear about these words. So below is the B part, and the B part says write the words in the boxes below. So you have to write, and you have to pick up each word and write down in the correct box down below. There are 4 options given to you: plants, people, in the air, and made by people. So you have to choose the correct one and write it in the correct box. So I'm giving you 2 minutes. So you do it yourself, and then I'll ask you. Okay? Just start doing it by yourself. Gardener, sweet potato, beans, wines, garden, haze, teenagers, community, crowd, shopping cart. So you need to pick up these ones and write down in the correct box yourself. And then I will tell you after 2 minutes. Who is raising hand? Hurry up, make it quick. Afham. Afham, why your video is off? Kindly switch on your video, please. Okay, Musa, you have done. I'm waiting for the other boys as well. Okay, students, I'm going to start writing now. So I'll ask you one by one. First of all, Abdul Rahman. Abdul Rahman, unmute yourself and tell me where gardener comes. Nobody will raise hand. I will ask you myself. Okay. Gardener comes in which box?
People.
Yes, thank you, Abdul Rahman. Just mute yourself. So gardener comes in people column because gardener is the person who look after the garden. So it comes in people. Yes, Kazim, you tell me the second one, sweet potato. Where is Kazim? Okay, Raghav, you tell me. Sweet potato.
Ma'am, people made by.
Made by people, sweet potato. Are you sure?
Ma'am,
Anybody?
because
Yes.
ma'am, because my grandmother make a sweet potato by baking and putting some sugar.
No, they're not asking you in this context. They are actually asking you.
Plants.
Yes, thank you. It comes in plants. So write down sweet potato in plants, okay? Because sweet potatoes are plants. We get it from plants. Okay. Next is beans. Yes, Muhammad Ayan. Ayan, just unmute yourself. Yes, beta. Where beans come?
In plants.
Very good. In plants. Beans come in plants as well. So write down in plants. Thank you, Ayan. Okay, Zaryab, you tell me about wines. Where wines come?
Ma'am, wines come in plants.
Very good. Wines come in plants. So write down wines in plants. Okay. Afan will tell me the next one where garden comes.
In plants.
Garden.
Plants.
Garden, they're asking the garden word. Who makes garden? You need to think in this context.
People.
Made by people. Okay. Garden made by people option, right? So write on garden in made by people. Okay. Next is okay. Next is haze. Yes, Umar Shaheen, haze.
In the air.
In the air. Thank you. So write haze in the air. Yes, Tahar is one. Next, teenagers.
Ma'am, you have written plants in the place of beans.
Oh, I'm sorry. Just write on beans there. Okay, that's fine. Okay, yes. Next is teenagers. Where teenagers will come, Taha?
Ma'am, people.
People. Very good. So write down teenagers in people. So kindly please write in the plants option, in the plants box, I wrote plants here. So you need to write beans here instead of plants, okay? Yes, Sheriar Kashif, you tell me the next one, community. Where community will come?
Ma'am, made by people.
Okay, thank you. So let me tell you one thing, students. So community comes in both. Community comes in people as well, and community comes in made by people as well. Well, in the book, it was written, it is in the people option, but as far as I think, it comes in both options. Both options are correct. So either you write it in people box or you write it in made by people box, both are correct. Okay, either ones are correct. So I will write it in the made by people. Okay. Next is crowd. So crowd will come in which box? Yes, Shiroz?
Made by people.
Yes, crowd will again come. Thank you. Crowd will again come in both boxes. Crowd will be in people and made by people. Both options are correct. So if you write it in people people option in the people box, that's fine. Or if you write it in made by people, that's either ways are fine. Okay. So write down. I will write down crowd made by people. A crowd are people. So I will write down there. And the last one is shopping cart. Shopping cart will be in which one? Yes, Walid.
Ma'am, and made by people.
Yes, made by people. Thank you. So shopping cart, just mute yourself. Shopping cart would be in made by people. Okay, students, I'm sure you all are understood about the topic. So as I told you, community and crowd, both are correct if you write it in people option or made by people option, okay? But if you look at these words in a way, something is which is actually made by people. Like if you look at the garden, it's actually made by people. And if you look at the shopping cart, it's actually made by people. But if you look at the community and the crowd, it is actually not made by people. But yes, there are a lot of people in these ones. Like if you talk about community, there are a lot of people in the community, and crowd is the thing where a lot of people together. So yes, if you write it in people option in this context, that's fine. But if you look generally, then both are fine. Okay. Okay, students, I'm moving on to the next slide now. Next slide is this is your RA. Please write on all of you RA at the top. Okay. This is your RA, right? Page number 143 and 144. Both are your RAs. You have to do it yourself after this. I will ask you tomorrow and I will check it tomorrow. I'll ask everybody to show me your workbooks. I need to see your work tomorrow. Okay. So I'm sure you all will do it yourself. That's not at all difficult. So all of you please write on RA at the top of both pages. This is RA. And the next one is RA as well. That is this page as well. So both pages are your RA. You have to do these both pages yourself. Write on RA at the top. And I am just going to stop sharing now. I want to take your picture because I need to see your attendance. Just wait a minute, please. I need to take your attendance. Just stay here for a while. Wait, Adam. Okay, since I've taken your attendance, that's all for today. And I'm sure you all are clear. Yes, Adam?
Ma'am, if there are no people, then there is no community.
Yes, you're right. Yes, that's what I've told you. Like if you write it in a context of people, then of course it comes, the community and crowd both comes in people option. But they are actually made by people as well. Of course, it is made by people. It is made of people. So that's why you can write it in both options. But I will suggest you to write in both options are correct. If you write, for example, if I give you in the test and I ask you about these ones and you write it in people option or made by people option, that's both ones are correct. I'll consider both ones correct. Okay. Yes, Ayan.
Then in plants, there's some plants. There's
Yeah,
no
yeah.
plants. Our page number